What's going on, guys? My name is Renegade, and today we're here to take a look at the new updated Shaman class. Now, Shaman is one of those classes that sort of doesn't really get much attention in Adventure Quest Worlds anymore, just because I think, well, first of all, it is a exclusive reputation class. But what I mean by that is that you cannot obtain this class for ACs at all. If you go to your game menu, you go to shops, you go to classes, you will actually not find Shaman in here whatsoever. You'll find Evolved Shaman, I believe. Yeah, there it is right there. But you will not find the regular Shaman class, which is a bit of a shame because I think they'll just get the class out there a bit more. It is one of my personal favorite classes just because I have some close ties to the class. But yeah, without any further ado, we'll go to a little area. We'll go to Shadow Realm for this. And we'll take a look at the updated Shaman class. So yeah, this class has had a little bit of an update recently, and has made it a bit better, I suppose, just to match it against some of the more recent classes that have come out, because the more recent classes have been very OP, and as a result, the old classes get forgotten as they're just not as OP. And so, speaking of the old version of this class, it does still keep the same enhancements, so I still would recommend either Spellbreaker or Wizard. I'm doing a bit of a mix right now, so I've got a little bit of Spellbreaker, a little bit of Wizard, you know, just mixing it up a little bit. I'm Wizard enhanced on my armor, but my class, but I've got Spellbreaker and everything else. It does benefit you in certain ways. I can't say what it does specifically for each individual enhancement, but I do know that Spellbreaker is good, but so is Wizard, and Luck to some extent is decent. So we'll move on to our testing of the class now. So we've got our first ability here, Ancestor's Flame. It costs 10 mana, and it has a 4-second cooldown. It attacks 3 targets at once, and it is buffed by this last move here, so we'll just apply this move, and as you can see, a reasonable amount of damage, 457, non-crit. I don't think this move here can crit. Oh, there we go, it does crit, but I don't think it can miss. So there we go. I think that's one of the updates they did as well. Yeah, so it crits about 1k, which isn't that bad, honestly. 1k isn't too bad of a hit, especially on 3 monsters at once. It's about 3k damage, which isn't too bad. So that's 4-second cooldown as well, so it's quite a useful move right there. So it's you know, 4-second cooldown, so you know, it's fun to use. If we take a look at Hydrophobia here, it costs 15 mana with a 4-second cooldown. It deals moderate damage to up to 3 targets. Any damage caused by the targets affected by Scorched Spirit will heal the Shaman for a portion of the damage dealt. Healing increased by Elemental Embrace. So we'll just attack them. There we go, Scorched Spirit, and bam. So as you can see, we did do a decent amount of damage, and we have a 229 HOT. So there we go, it's expired. So we'll apply that again and apply that. Both of them don't consume that much mana, and they both have fairly quick cooldowns, so you can just spam these, and they'll crit pretty often as well, and do a lot of damage. So this class actually makes for a very good farming class now. So the question, how good is Evolved Shaman, is looking pretty clear so far. Just with those two abilities alone, I can already see myself using this class as a farming class, to be honest. And so if we just keep doing that, so we just see that we stay healthy while attacking 3 monsters at once, and we've got a fairly regular HOT, and we don't seem to be consuming our mana too quickly, although you'll be able to see that we are about to run out of mana. If we continued, we'd run out of mana, but because this is farming, we can always take a little bit of a rest in between. But you know, that's not ideal. You don't want to be having to rest. You want to just be able to attack quite quickly. Our next ability consumes a lot more mana, and it's a bit of a longer cooldown. So you can see that these two moves here are your sort of go-to moves. So you've got Dry Lightning, and it consumes 40 mana with a 16-second cooldown. It does heavy damage to the target. Damage is increased by Elemental Embrace. So Elemental Embrace is almost a universal buff to every single thing in the class. So we'll just apply this on its own. Bam, 1,300 damage, non-crit, which is pretty decent. So if you're farming, you know, you just want that move that's just gonna finish off your last enemy before you start attacking your next set of like 3 or 6 enemies, whatever you're doing. It will be good. I don't know if it can crit. I'm just trying to get to crit right now, but we'll talk about Elemental Embrace while we do that. So Elemental Embrace is the move that's feature that is talked about in all of these descriptions here. It consumes 60 mana, so applying these two moves here alone is going to consume all of your mana. It has a 16-second cooldown. So again, these two moves here are probably meant to be used in conjunction, although I don't really see that as ideal. It deals light damage to targets and applies Elemental Embrace, negating all evasion and critical strike chance. This effect also makes the Shaman spells more powerful and gets stronger the more spells the Shaman casts against the target. So, how I believe this works, correct me if I'm wrong, is you apply it like that, and you just keep applying moves, and your moves just get generally stronger and stronger, although I don't really see that taking effect right now. Yeah, my moves seem to be doing about the same sort of damage right now. But yeah, so as you can see, we did take on those enemies pretty damn well, and we finished them off fairly quickly. So you can see that a Shaman has had a pretty big damage buff, and it's had a pretty big like heal now. So Shaman didn't have that heal at all before, and so it was a good class. I really liked it. I do really love the design of it. Like, look at that, that just looks so cool. My colors are completely fucked, but, you know, that just looks so cool. So, yeah, we'll just see if we can get this to work. So, what I believe it is supposed to do is you apply all your moves here, you deal as much damage as you can, and then you go bang, and your moves should be stronger. Although, yeah, I'll have to look into that further, but so far, it looks like that isn't really working. It's probably not supposed to be done on while you're farming. But I remember being able to use this a very long time ago, and basically more powerful and get stronger the more spells the Shaman casts against the target. So I believe if you're like in a boss fight and you just keep casting spells, you just keep going bang, 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 keep going, and then hit that Elemental Embrace, hit your moves, and they'll be much stronger. That's how I believe it works, but I can't tell. We'll move over to the Shadow Lord just for a final little test, and we'll actually, because he hits very small, so we'll probably be able to stay alive, I feel. And he's got a bit more health than the other guys. He hits very small. 32 is pretty damn small. So yeah, we'll just keep attacking this guy, and we'll apply this. Bang. So yeah, it does actually look like it's a little bit stronger. Yeah, that's critting a little bit higher than normal. This is a completely stable weapon, keep in mind. So it is hitting a little bit higher than normal. So yeah, it does get gradually higher and higher, your crits. As you can see, 1,700 to 1,800. 1,900 now. So yeah, it is getting stronger and stronger as we keep attacking. There we go, 2,100, getting stronger. 961 as a non-crit. If we can crit, 2,300. Elemental Embrace is lasting a long time. 1,000 non-crit now. 2,500. We'll apply it again. I think it ran out. 2,600 now. I think, how long does it say it lasts? I think it's just for as long as the monster is alive or something. 2,800. So yeah, it does get stronger and stronger. I was just doing it based off of that damage there. The heal is also affected by that. It says that there, and it also says that this is affected by it. So as you can see, I won't do any more testing now, just taking up too much of you guys' time. But as you can see, this Dry Lightning move can be used to conjure a pretty damn big spell. If this move here went from 1,000 crit to 2,000 crit, then this move can go from 1,000 non-crit to 2,000 non-crit, or even more. So as you can see, Shaman has had a pretty big buff. It's actually very useful now. And how good is Shaman? Well, it's a damn good farming class. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is probably going to be uploaded on Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas, everyone. I will be doing an Evolved Shaman video either tomorrow or the next day. I'll probably schedule it for the day after tomorrow because I will be back on Tuesday. I'm going to go visit some relatives for Christmas. It's now Thursday at the time I'm recording this. Tomorrow is Christmas. I will be back on Tuesday to record some more videos. I will do my next episode of my Q&A then. Hopefully be able to answer you guys' questions on the video and within the video. Next episode of that. And yeah, just leave your questions for the Q&A either in the comment section of this video, or you can go to that video and leave your comments in the comment section of that video. But yeah, guys, if you guys could just leave a like and a favorite on this video, it'd help me out a lot. And subscribe to be notified when any more of my videos come out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.